Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Geeni. This video is the second part of the previous video about how I build my home theater. In this video, I want to talk about the technical aspects of the home theater, like the frequency and the configuration of the used speaker and the AV receiver. In this video, I want to talk about the more budget options of assembling a home theater. Now let's talk about my dedicated home theater speaker system, starting with my front left and right speakers. Q Acoustics 3030i. This one. These are featured with 6.5-inch mid-bass driver developed from the powerful 3050i floor standing speaker along with an optimized motor. It has 0.95-inch tweeter. Its frequency response is 46 Hz to 30 kHz, that is 3 dB to minus 6 dB, with sensitivity of 88 dB. These puppies will sound good with as little as 25 watts of amplification. Its impedance is 6 ohms and minimum impedance is 4 ohms. Its amplified power is 25 to 75 watts and they're beautiful inside and out. Now let's talk about the difference between Q Acoustic 3020i and 3030i. Wherein 3030i you have 6.5-inch woofer, but in 3020i you have 5.25-inch woofer, and 3020i have 0.86-inch tweeter, while 3030i you have 1-inch tweeter. Now let's talk about the center speaker. Center speaker is the heart of any home cinema system. We chose Q Acoustic 3090ci as center speaker to complement the front, left and right speakers nicely. Q Acoustic 3090ci center speaker has twin 4-inch woofer with 0.9-inch tweeter, and all the other feature like the frequency response, average impedance, sensitivity almost matches with the Q Acoustic 3030i and 3020i respectively. Now let's talk about my surround back left and right speaker, that is 806S, have a power output of 90 watts and their sensitivity is 87 dB with a frequency response of 53 Hz to 25 kHz, and its impedance is 6 ohms, which has a mid-bass driver of 5.25-inch woofer and a 1-inch tweeter. These are a bit low in bass output according to my experience with them, but they work very well as surround back or as Atmos speaker. Now let's talk about the most budget assembled home theater. Here I am not telling the 5.0 or the 5.1 home theater packages like Polk 1600, Elac Cinema 5 or the Targa Harmony home theater packages. Instead, I want you to give an idea of how much it would cost if you assemble the home theater package. As I said earlier, if you go with the 5.1 packages, the subwoofer provided with the 5.1 package of any speaker package won't be that effective. So, if you want to go with the home theater package, I suggest you go with 5.0 channel home theater package and add the subwoofer separately. Out of which I have tested the Targa Harmony TAV606SC, that is a special edition speakers 5.0 package. Maybe the best choice according to me, but I suggest to assemble the home theater speaker system according to quality and effect. Now let's talk about few configurations. The first configuration is you have front, left and right speakers as YAMAHA NS 333, which must cost you less than 23,000 Indian rupees in the market, and with this you can buy a speaker package of YAMAHA NS P51 with 2 surround and 1 center speaker, which you can get for an not more than 12,000 Indian rupees. If your room is small, this 5.0 system with YAMAHA SW100 subwoofer fitted to the Denon AVRX 250BT 5.2 channel will be sufficient, but only if your room is small, that is up to 12 feet into 12 feet room, and the total of this cost with the speaker, subwoofer, AV receiver, it will cost you around 95,000 rupees. And I suggest you use 16 gauge speaker wire. This system will nicely fit your requirement if you have a small room, and this is my suggestion. But what if you have a bigger room, that is maybe 12 feet into 16 feet dimensions? Then I suggest you go for a 7.1 system instead of a 5.1 system. Now let's see if you go with the budget and buy only compromising cleverly. Let's see how much it costs in building a 7.1 semi-professional home theater system according to me, and this is only my suggestion. Now, as usual, I suggest the usual YAMAHA NS 333 as the front, left and right speaker, which must cost you around 23,000 rupees, as I said earlier. Now for the center, I suggest you go with YAMAHA NS C444 speaker, which you might get for around 16,500 Indian rupees. And for both surround and surround back speaker, I suggest you go with Taga Harmony TAV 806, which might cost you around 18,000 Indian rupees for 4 in number, that is 2 sets. Now for the AV receiver, I suggest you find the 7.1 channel used yet in well condition AV receiver so that you can save some money there. And if you want to go with the new one, I suggest you go with Denon AVRX 1600H, which must not cost you more than 70,000 Indian rupees. We are lucky to find a used AV receiver in good condition. That might cost you around 20,000 rupees. Now for the subwoofer, I suggest you go for YAMAHA SW200, which shouldn't cost you for more than 27,000 Indian rupees. So adding up all the speakers and the cost of AV receiver, that is for front, left and right YAMAHA NS 333, 23,000, NS YAMAHA NS C444, center speaker 16,500, and 2 sets of Taga 806S speaker as surround and surround back speakers may cost 18,000 rupees, and the subwoofer YAMAHA SW20 27,000 rupees with AV receiver Denon 1600H. With all this setup, it might cost you around 1,27,500, where I didn't include the speaker wire prices as it depends upon the size of the room and the dimensions. Now let's talk about few more combinations. Now the combination number AVR MARANTZ NR 150, which might cost you not more than 50,000. Subwoofer, as usual, YAMAHA SW200. For the front, left and right, I suggest Oak S50, which is a signature series, and for center and surround, YAMAHA NSP51. Please note, this is a 5.1 home theater setup suggestion, which might cost you around 1,24,000. Now, the second suggestion by me will be YAMAHA RX V585 AV receiver. And if you can find this receiver, just close your eyes and buy it, as it is being difficult to get in present market. And it's the best value for money, which might cost you around 50,000 rupees. And the subwoofer, as usual, the YAMAHA SW200 for front, center and surround. You can go with Taga 606 SC speaker package, and for the surround pack, I suggest 806S, and this combo is a 7.1 channel setup, which might cost you around 1,36,000. And now The final option in this budget category according to me is Yamaha RX V585 as AVR, Yamaha SW200 subwoofer for front left and right speakers. I suggest Polk S220, which is a signature series. For center and Atmos, I suggest Yamaha NS P51, and for the surround, I as usual suggest you the Targa 806S. Even this is a 7.1 channel, which might cost you around 1,37,000. As I already said, I have not given you the speaker wire cost as it is related to the room in which you are fitting the home theater system. But I suggest you go for the 16 Gauge speaker wire. Okay guys, hope you found this video informative. Anyone who wants to share their views and ideas in building a home theater can comment below. Thank you for watching this video, and please encourage us by subscribing to our channel and hitting the like button if you really like this video. Thank you guys. Cheers.